Hi there. So I'm here back for the Weirdie of January the 3rd on the Coloring a Weirdie a Day. And I'm a little bit later on today than usual because I had a busy day and a busy evening. So that is why. And I'm ready. And I hope you guys are ready. And if you're not, in the post description, there's a link to get your page, so you can go get it. It's set at 0+, which means that you can get it for free. And if you like what I do and you want to support my work and my being able to do more, then you can leave me a little tip, which is very appreciated. I'm about ready to begin. I'm a little bit undecided if I want to do chameleons today, or I might want to do something else. So I'm going to be thinking about that while I just share a few places. So I'm going to be sharing a few places and make my final decision on what to color with. I was thinking, I want to try something else. I'm not sure, maybe, but I'm going to be sharing. So I hope you guys will share too, and I'll be back in 2 minutes after I shared the post. So I have shared and I am now ready to commence. And I'm still a little bit like, what do I want to color with? And I'm not sure I want to go with the chameleons today. I might want to try something different. I might actually just want to go with my regular tiger twin markers maybe. Or maybe I'll choose a few colors. Or try my pro markers. It's been a long time since I played with my pro markers. I think I'm going to go for my pro markers because I haven't played with them for so long. I know that they're a little bit of a mess, but it would be nice to revisit them. So I'm just going to get them out, and pro markers it will be. So I have this huge box that is full of pro markers. A huge box and a huge mess. I do like my pro markers. So there's a metallic one, nice one. So I think I'm gonna pick out some. This is an Aqua Pro marker. Let's see. I'll just get some out in my perfect mess here. I'm probably not gonna be using a lot of grays or nudes, so we'll just be taking them off little by little. And now this is another metallic. I would definitely want to try the metallics because I haven't played with them. And it's been really a long time. I used to on my huge drawings. I always used pro markers. So now we got that whole mess out. All the pro markers are out there in the wind. So we got a pro marker mess, and I'm just gonna get going. And I think, little by little we'll get there. think I'm gonna pick out some reds. There's a lot of reds here. Lots of reds and oranges. And reds and oranges and yellows. So maybe we should do reds, orange, and yellows. I don't know. Could be fun. Definitely don't want to go for skin tones. There's an orange, there's a yellow. I don't want to go for softer pastel-y ones today. I'm not in a pastel-y mood. Well, actually, I'm probably never in a pastel-y mood. So that might be something. So yeah, there's a lot of pastel-y ones here. I think I want to go for something bold. We'll just put these up here. Let's see. I'm just going to have to try to make a little bit room for them. Of course, I should have planned this before, but I didn't because I'm not like a big on planning because I will change my mind in the last minute. So it's better to sort of do it in the moment I feel it. And here's a nice pink. There's some purples and pinks here that I was missing in some of the other sets where I wanted some more purple. And there's definitely a lot here. There's some blenders. Blenders might come in handy. I got some blacks. Blacks and blenders we'll put up there. And this one I think is also purplish. So yeah. This is a brownish. I'm not going to be using browns, I think, at all. This is a burgundy. Might just go for reds. That could be kind of funny if I just went for reds. Walnut. There's a purple, purple, purple. I like that they have a lot of purples. And there's the greens over here. This is yellow, 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 yellow. Lots of yellows. Pro markers really have a big color range as well. So they're pretty cool like that. What's that? That's a blue as well. Blue, blue. This is that's another skin tone like thing. Greens. Over here, there's more purple here. Hi guys, how are you? Yeah, I just made a mess on my desk because I wasn't sure what I wanted to color with. And I thought, nah, don't want to color every time with the same. This is a gray, I'll put that up there. There's some more turquoise and blues here. Some more greens I got here. So soon I will have it messed, my mess unmessed. So yeah, here's some more skin tones and pinks. They'll go up there, and as well as the browns, they'll go up there too. So now we got browns up here and some pinks. Got some grays here. Got a metallics here. Got yellows. We got blues and greens here. So yeah, I got like a lot of colors going on. So maybe I should just try all of them. Try each and every color. That could be fun. There's definitely a lot of yellows in this set also. I mean, they have a nice range, a lot of different. I mean, I don't have all of them, but I do have quite a lot. So if you see like here, I don't know what this is called, mustard and gold. I think gold will go before mustard. There's some different yellow, pastel yellow. Not gonna go for pastels. So soft lime, lemon, buttercup, and primrose. I think buttercup, soft lime will go off. There's a canary yellow and just a yellow and a lemon. There's like 5 here. Mustard will go away as well because we can't have that many. And there's a gold that will go away as well. So I have 3 yellows. I'm going to go with those 3 yellows. Then I'm going to think about 3 oranges. This one it seems a little bit salmonly. It's called honeycomb. But this is bright orange. I definitely like bright orange. Ginger, I'm not sure I want ginger. This one's called mandarin. I like that, but there's no more orange. So maybe, well, then there'll only be 2 orange. Maybe I'll have to take away 1 yellow. Maybe I'll take away the canary. So there's 2 yellows and 2 oranges. No, I'll do 2 reds. This is a magenta. I'm gonna try for that one. That's a burgundy. I'll go over to browns. Now I'll try two reds. Berry red, poppy. There's one here called hot pink. I'll go over to the magenta. And here's crimson, cardinal red, just red, and a ruby. So I think I'm gonna go with the poppy and the red, those two. So the rest will go over here. Then I'm gonna go with the magenta, and I'm gonna go with this pink, I think. This one is called Cerise. So I think I'm gonna go with these two. I did like that, that's hot pink. You're on your phone. Oh, you don't have to comment, just you're with us, it's cool. And I'm still like messing with my colors. Now we have like two of each kind. And I think I want to have some purple here. There's this one that is called mulberry. It looks pretty on the outside, so I'll try that. And then I'll take the purple. And then I'll take these away, I think. Maybe there is the one that's more bluish. This is called violet. I think I'll take the violet. So sort of move into the blues. So now I've got those laid out. So I'm going to take a couple of blues. Let's see what we got. These are blues. These are my blues. I got them blues today. Na na na, I never walked away. Petrol blue. I don't think this is cobalt blue. I like the sound of that. Cyan. I like the sound of that. This one is pastel. We're not gonna. That's a sky blue. This is cool aqua. I'm not thinking that. Arctic blue. That sounds interesting. This one, petrol blue, is too dark, I think. Midnight blue. That sounds interesting. Indigo blue. I'm not going for that today. China blue. And what's this? Duck egg. A duck egg. Interesting. And this one looks a little bit more turquoisey, pastel green. So I'm taking these out of the chart, out of the running. So I think I'm gonna have to start, I'll take that midnight blue after the purple. And then I'll have to choose one of these to go into. I think it's gonna be this one. And that was the pastel green. I don't want pastels today. So do I want to take one that's lighter? Which one? Arctic blue sounded interesting, so I'm taking that one. Then we want to go into the greens and the in-betweens. So I'm thinking we have some, this is a very dark, this is a holly. And this seems turquoise. So I think we're going to go for the soft green and the turquoise. I might go for this, I think this might go in between here. So, and then we're going to go on to green from there, emerald, and maybe we're going to go for forest green. Then we have some lighter greens here. There's a lime green, a leaf green, and a bright green. I'm going to go for the lime green. So now I've chosen my colors, carefully chosen my colors, and I'm ready to color. That took me quite a while. Anyways, now we're ready to go. And let's hope that this selection will turn out nicely. I'm going to put them in my order here next to us, next to me. So and hopefully we will get a lovely flow out of these colors. Maybe I'll move this a little bit. Or maybe I'll just move this a little bit. That might be easier. So we can see the colors. And we want to see the drawing, the whole drawing. And these are going to go over here so that they don't disturb anything. So how many colors do I have out now? And I do have that silver and the gold here that I want to try. So I'm thinking that I'm going to just, you know, like do some middle parts. Let's see if this gold is any good. Is it a good gold? I'm going to start here in the middle with gold. It's not. It definitely covers everything. It's a really metallic. So I'm gonna, that's the gold there. There'll be some gold here. It's gonna be a gold digger duck. A gold digger duck. Let's see where it will go. I think I'm gonna have some gold here. We're just gonna start with gold. We're gonna have some here. And I got all the videos done of all the color with me we did in December. So I'll be sharing those with you guys so you can see it. And let's see here, I'm gonna go with this one as well. This is gonna be fun. And we are going for the Pro markers. This was back when they were called Letraset. These are I've had these for many, many, many years. So we might bump into one that doesn't work because I don't have I didn't throw any out. So we are very likely to bump into one that doesn't work. Then we'll replace it with another one of the colors. So that's it. Then maybe I'll get this set sorted out a bit. The gold is a nice one. So the gold is going to go to the side because it's a special one. We went gold. Then we're going to start with the yellow. Well, I'm going to start because that's my normal sequence. Hi, Micah. Lovely to see you and welcome to our happy, fun coloring night. I spent the first 13 minutes sorting out my colors. But now they're a little bit sorted. Now we'll see what works. Sometimes this will be like revisiting an old friend because I've used these so much on my huge posters and huge work. I've really worked a lot with Pro markers. I used to have my perfect combo set. I have to find the list of which ones it was. I really always loved working with these. But they were taken over by Winsor Newton. So now it's Winsor Newton that produces these Letraset Pro markers. Now they're called Winsor Newton Pro markers. And they also changed the look a bit. And I haven't tried the new ones because these are these I've collected for I don't know, eons and eons of years. And on different sales and stuff. So I can't really say if Winsor Newton is doing it as well. I think so. They probably got the same resolutions and everything. They just have a new name. So I don't think that there will be any remarkable difference. The design might be nicer and more new, you know. Actually, in the old days when I started with Pro markers, which is a lot of years ago, they had 3 tips. They had like a fine tip that was on top of this tip. And then this tip that I'm using right now. And then here on the back, they have this one. So they have the chisel and this one. But in the old days, you used to be able to take that part out. And then they would have a little, like a Unipen tip, like a 0.4 or something, which was really awesome. I loved it when I was doing big drawings. I would do the outlines of the drawing with the actual color and then use the marker inside. It was really nice. Originally, it was more for lettering and stuff, but it worked for everything. So we're gonna go here, and I think actually we're gonna go here with this one. So let's see. And yeah, there is a big chance that I will meet some of these markers that probably has nothing left in them, and then I'll have to replace. That's why I'll have all of them lying up there now. So if that happens, we'll just no stress. We'll just replace it with another one. There are lots of colors in this set, so I will not distress. But I've chosen quite a few, so let's see. Let's hope that they're all good. And what have you guys been doing today? You've been doing anything special? I mean, my day was pretty, it was pretty hectic in some ways, and in other ways it wasn't. But I did get a lot of videos done and rendered, and that's always something. And I got those videos up on YouTube. I got them made into shorter speed versions, which look really great. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to continue this one up here because it goes with the momentum. So that one I will have to backtrack on my color scheme, which I'll probably do shortly because that suits me the best in my way of working. And then I'll go down here. Probably have to start something there as well. I think so. It's going to be cool. I like these colors a lot. I like the sturdiness of the tips. They're really good. Yeah, you can't refill them, which is annoying. So once it's dead, it's dead. Then all you can do is throw your beloved little marker out and say bye-bye. So that's why refillable ones I really need to have, because that way, you know, you can have a refill and you'll still have your marker. You'll still have your marker. You can still love it, and you can replace the nib. I do think you can replace the nibs on these, but you can't refill. But maybe they will make some refillable ones. I mean, Winsor Newton will see the advantage of doing that, I think. Because, of course, it is an advantage if you can refill your markers. I'm just going to start this one up because otherwise it's going to be a long time coming. And I'm going to do that with this too. So I'm going to do this here. But I'm not going to start that with the gold because I only wanted the gold in the middle. I don't want to go all like gold everywhere. So that's why I didn't do them before. I just want the gold in the middle. So that's the way I'm rocking the gold here. And here we're going to go here. This is going to be neat. My television is actually, even when it's turned off, when the sound is turned off, it's still making noises. Interestingly. So yeah, I think this one will curl out. So here we go with this. I was gonna backtrack up here just before I forget it. I might as well do it right away so that it's done like that. And then we're gonna go on with this yellow. Hi, Julie. Front window in the car. Ah, that's nice. It sounds like you're finally relaxing. You're having a relaxing moment. Well, except for you probably also relaxing when you're coloring, I hope. That's nice, Julie, with the kitty cat. I wish we were able to have animals here. I think it's so important for kids to have animals and grow up around animals. But we're not allowed to have any animals in this apartment. So that's a bit sad. I would like to have either a dog or cat. I do love dogs, but I also love cats, and I think the cat is easier than having to be out walking all the time with a dog. But also, yeah, well, anyways, if we could, I might even have both. So now we're going into this orange to see what it's like. And that's the bright orange. So let's hope it's really bright and not disappointing. So I'll have to move that one there so that I can scroll on the comments when we get there. The videos are turning out really nicely, so I'm pretty happy about that. Also the speed versions. I hope everybody's got their Weirdie. I already put up the Weirdie for the 4th, so that one is up. And of course, like after when I finish, I will put up the one for the 5th. so that you can be like a couple of days ahead. I think that might be nice. This one will pan out like that. So I'm not going to go down here because it will be coming here. So I'm going to go out here. Yeah, so I'll be putting up the banners for tomorrow when we're done here. And I will be putting up the Weirdie on the PayHip for the 5th. And of course it will be set at 0+. So that you can add a tip if you like what I do and you can afford it and you want to support me in being able to continue doing all this. So that would be nice. Also, I do have my new book of the Big Book of Spheres is out. Is on my PayHip now at $9.99. But if you share socially in on the PayHip, you will get a 50% discount in there. So if you go in there, then there's the page with the Book of Spheres. And if you then say you want to share to Twitter or to Facebook, then it will automatically register in there. If you do it from the PayHip page, of course. And when you buy it, you'll get a 50% discount, which is not bad because you will get 100 spheres for $99, I think. If you're in Europe, there will be the taxes on top. PayHip sees where you are and they will charge the taxes. So I have nothing to do with that. It's just a law. So it's actually nice for me that they're doing it so that I don't have to think about it. So they charge it and they pay it for me. So and the reason why I'm using PayHip and not Etsy is, first of all, Etsy don't have room enough for the file sizes that I have when I have that many. You know, if you have a book of 25 pages, or then Etsy's fine. It might even a little bit more than 25 you can fit in. But a lot of my books are at least minimum 50 pages, and I can still just fit them in. But I'll have to lower the quality a bit in order to make the files small enough. And a lot of my books simply, even if I lower the quality, they won't fit. Or I'll have to lower it so much that I won't be feeling comfortable about it. So that's one of the reasons why I'm not using Etsy. Also because on Etsy I have to pay 20 cents for each listing every 3 months. So and that's every time a PDF is bought, then I have to pay 20 cents again to have it listed again. And then I also on top of that have to pay a fee for a percentage of the sale. So I end up paying a lot more to Etsy than I actually do on PayHip. On PayHip I only pay when I have a sale, and it's only 5%, and then 5% to PayPal. So for me, I get a little bit more out of it on PayHip, but it also gives me more options. On Etsy, I couldn't do this with set it at what you want to pay, that you can actually get it for free, because you have those listing fees and everything. So that means I can do more stuff for you guys on PayHip as well. But of course, it's important that people see it. These are very close to each other, aren't they? This was the Mandarin. I like that color also. It's a little bit dark, isn't it? It's funny because I haven't used them for long, but they used to be what I used all the time with my big ones. And it's nice to get back to it. It's like getting back to an old friend. Very loved friend, so I love using them. And I do know that they've been lying there for years and years, so I'm not that confident that all of them have survived such a long time, but they seem good. So far, we haven't had one that was about to break down. But yeah, there's a big probability of that happening. But then there's more, then we'll just switch up the system. Won't be a big problem. But really lovely to color with them again. I missed them a little bit, I think. You see here, this is neat. And these, they also have a colorless blender, so you can blend with them. I don't do that. I color flat most of the time. I mean, it's you can also do this tip-to-tip method with them if you want. I mean, we can try one where I blend with the colorless blender. And this one I'll need to backtrack. So this is cool. This is cool. I'm loving it. So yeah, I think, you know, I'm always, every time I see this one, I think of a duck or something. I don't know, it's like, this is a head, it's like, it's looking down and you see the beak there. That's how I see it. How do you guys see it? Hi, Bev, nice to see you. Good evening. So yeah, I like this. I like the way these they work. They have like they're really good. But there's also that thing where you can't put the tip on here that annoys me a little bit. It always annoys me when I can't put the tip on the end. But it won't roll, you know, if you lay it down, it won't roll because it's got this little thingy there, so it can lie down. It can lay down. Yeah. So, and I made some nice food today. Just smoked salmon with the sour cream dressing and avocado. It's really lovely. Also because we've been having so much warm, fatty food with the sauces and everything, then the smoked salmon was nice, and they had a really good offer in the supermarket. So that's the best part about after New Year's and Christmas. They need to get rid of a lot of the things that they had bought for those special days. So you can always find really good offers, and I enjoy that a lot because I might be able to make something that's a little bit more fancy than what I normally make for a reasonable price. So that is good. We got it going on. We got it going on. So yeah. Yeah, and it's so easy. I mean, it's a beautiful dish. It always looks perfect. It looks impressive. You know, you lay out that smoked salmon nicely on the plate. Well, you know, 2/4 of avocado. You have that dressing I make with the sour cream. I put chives in it, and finely chopped red onions, a little bit of lemon, salt and pepper. Like really simple, but you know, it's really good. Yeah, very enjoyable. I think it's my dad's favorite. He was very happy when he heard I was gonna make that. Then I have to make a little bit extra of that sour cream dip because he thinks that that's the main course in it. He will smother everything in sauce, drown it. So, but that's nice as long as he enjoys it. Then who cares? I mean, I've never met anybody like my dad. It's like amazing. This person, my dad, he can eat all the fattiest things, you know, like butter, mayonnaise, double cream sauces. I mean, he eats bacon and eggs every day, but he makes the eggs with like double cream, and he fries in the butter, and then he'll have a piece of bread with a huge, like, you know, like big fat butter on it. I mean, I think the man, he eats like a pack of butter a day. It's like crazy. And anybody who eat like that should be fat, like really, really fat. And he's not fat. I mean, if I just look at what he eats, then I get fat from it. But he doesn't get fat. He's just got like, and he's 73 now. I'm thinking he must have like some amazing metabolism. And why did I not inherit that? How rude is that, you know? That he can just eat all the goodies without getting fat from them? That is really, really, really unfair. Really unfair. But good on him. Oh, I love this. It's so nice. It's coming on. Ah, yeah. I think you might have noticed that I have a preference to the yellow, orange, red sequence. I'm not as committed on the blues and the greens. Slightly less commitment there. But yeah, I don't know. I think it looks good with all of them. But I do have a tendency to underdo the blues and the greens and overdo the oranges and the reds a little bit. So maybe I'm being unfair on the colors. That could be, but it's just the way I am. An unfair bitch on the colors. Having preferences and what's not. But yeah, I think we all, in the end, do have some colors that we tend to love more than others. I mean, for years and years, all I did was black and white anyways. So that was like really excluding a lot of colors from the palette because I only did black and white. Now I've moved on a little bit more. Well, I still love to do just black and white. I mean, that's why I love to draw also. And I love to do art. So yeah, I always see these as like big clown's feet. I don't know why, but I see them as clown's feet. He's sort of the ugly duckling that we're putting in and making him pretty fancy-handsy. But you can also see that there's a little like maybe a Mexican dude here. So it might be a clown duck on top of a Mexican clown dude duck. That could be too. I mean, there's lots of ways that you can go with this. So here I was supposed to backtrack, just here. Better do that before I forget it. And you can see that when they first lay down and they're wet, they're a little bit darker and they dry up lighter. So just so that you know that on the Pro markers. And they also do have quite a good durability. And as you know, like I told you, I've had these for a lot of years. I mean, these I've just had them lying around forever because I'm really happy with them. And I always use them. They were like, before I found a lot of new fancy markers, this was always my go-to marker for 20 years or something like that. So it's not a new love relationship I have with them. It's a very old relationship. So yeah. So I'm gonna do, I feel like doing a happy dance or something, even though I got started so late and had all that ambition about starting early, and there was just no way it would work out tonight. So this is the puppy. Let's see what the puppy is like. Well, that's a lovely red. I like that red. Puppies are so beautiful when you drive by and they're in the fields and everything. It just looks so beautiful. Such a fragile, beautiful flower. We got it going. Da, 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 da. So, and my daughter is in bed and she promised to go to sleep. So I'm hoping that she will do it. because otherwise she'll be really, really tired tomorrow. So, but she was in bed about an hour ago, so it's good, around 10, which is still an hour later than she's supposed to when it's a normal day. So, but I think, you know, also after New Year's and all that, having been up late for New Year's and late for Christmas, it does take some, you know, getting back into normal mode for the kids too. I mean, for me, it's always normal mode. So for me, there's no real difference. But for her, definitely there is. And I think she just enjoys a lot being around me, you know, also when I'm working and doing stuff. You know, she just likes to hang out, which is pretty neat. And then, you know, she will be working on her iPad or drawing or something, then she'll just put the things in the ears, what's called I don't remember what, but anyways, speakers, things for the ears she'll put on. Yeah, so this is cool. And I hope that more people, a lot of people have actually downloaded the Weirdies. So I think we will be seeing, but of course not everybody may be able to do it at the same time as me, and maybe, you know, we'll see more Weirdies around. I hope so. It would be nice. And I have tried to upload, put the new ones in the albums, the ones that I notice. And if not, then, you know, if you can't put it in the album, then maybe comment on the album with a picture of it, then I will put it in the album. But on the color Weirdie a Day group, everybody can go into the album. I thought that it was possible on my page too, to go into the album and just upload your own, but I'm not so certain that that is possible at all. Which is annoying, because it would be really nice if everybody could put their own result in, because then I wouldn't be like running the risk of missing one and looking for them everywhere. And so if you can't put it in, then put it in the comments so that I can see it straight away and put it in for you, so that we can get as much inspiration from each other as possible. That would be awesome. And if we fill up one album, we'll just make another album. It's not a big problem. We'll just make another one. So, and now we're going to do that cerise that I thought looked like pink. And it is a pink. It's a brighter pink. It's actually pretty nice. Bright color. Yeah, you'll notice my hair is all over the place because I don't have it on the top of my head today, because I had a long bath with my daughter, fought with the old new shower head. I really have to get a good shower head, because this one is sort of like, you know, this where it comes out like it's rain from the fucking sky. Yeah, there's no power, and there's no, like, you can't adjust it, so it just has no power on the water at all. And when you got hair like me, to rinse out the shampoo and the cream I put in afterwards, in order to avoid that I wake up with dreadlocks, then, you know, I need a power shower head that can really put a lot of energy behind that water to rinse out the water from my hair, the soap and the cream from my hair, because otherwise it's just going to look dirty, ain't it? And I'll get itchy in my scalp because I didn't get all that soap and stuff out of it. So it's really, really bugging me. But at least, you know, it was possible to have a bath. I mean, like yesterday was really impossible when it just blew up. So so that's progress in that department. I mean, it's not like you can't get clean without a good shower head. You can still get clean. But, you know, washing the hair is sort of a part of having a good bath. And I cut my daughter's hair. Oh, she's been asking like for a while if I would cut it because she has long hair too, and she doesn't like to get it combed, and she doesn't want to have it short, but you know, just cut the ends. And I'm like a little bit because I'm not a hairdresser, and I don't like to cut it wrong or you know, like I'll mess it up. And she was like, I don't care, mom, you know, it will grow out again. So she's got my attitude a bit about it. She's just cut some of it off, and I say, well, maybe you can talk to granddad, and maybe he will take you to the hairdressers and get it cut. And she's like, nah, it costs money, so you just cut it, and then you know it will grow out, and if it's all crooked, it doesn't really matter. So that was fine. She was cool. So I cut off like 10 centimeters, I think, quite a big, like maybe so much, maybe like that. I think, yeah, quite a lot. But it looked pretty okay. I mean, it's not like totally straight, but it's not totally bad either. It was okay. So I actually need mine cut too, but she won't. I mean, she's too little to cut it, I think. And I will get a little bit annoyed if it's really wrong. So I'll have to find somebody who will dare put a scissor to my hair without expecting to get paid for it. Because I don't go to the hairdressers. When they see my hair, they always like mention prices that are totally out of blue. You know, I mean, it's crazy. Just because I have long hair doesn't mean it's complicated. You know, cutting is cutting. I mean, you just cut straight over and that's it. So nah, I don't do that. But it doesn't need to be cut. I'll have to convince somebody to just cut a piece off for me. I did have it cut this summer. In August, I had like 20 or 30 centimeters cut off because I kept sitting on it so long. So I had like a big piece cut off. But now it's been some months since August. It's been like 5 months since I had it cut, I think. So it actually needs another trim. Looks good. I'm loving these colors. They're very vibrant, they're very alive and there. So it's gonna be a happy one for sure. That's fun. I don't know, I think when we get in there, then when this one comes, then I'll switch it down to go down there, just, you know, to see what comes up when we get there. To switch it up so that it isn't all the same. It's the same what's going to happen out here in the sides. It's just going to come on automatically, I think. It's going to be pretty. And I will have to one of these days venture into some colored pencils. I have a lot of colored pencils. And I will be venturing into them with you guys. So I'm having fun with this. And that one is there. So I think here we're going to go up from there. So we continue the sequence, and then I think I'm going to go downwards here. Not sure how I'm going to do those feet. They look funky. He's got funky feet. Maybe I'll do them like that. And then go here. Then I've sort of started a new sequence here. I think that would be cool. Then I'll just have to backtrack. Yeah, I think that would be cool. So just backtrack right away so that I don't forget about it. So And you see that's that one that is actually black. So that was here and here, and then we're just gonna go for the other ones that are on the backtrack plan. That will look pretty good, I think, on the shoes. And the next red. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So backtracking on feet, and now we're moving on. We're moving. Let's see here. Is there anybody out there? I don't think you're commenting a lot today. Are you all like asleep, or is it that the Christmas holidays are over and days are long and you're more tired? Might be. I mean, I'm not really more tired, but I didn't really have a Christmas holiday, so mulberry. I've been working hardcore every day for the whole of December, so I'm actually just behind. I don't have enough hours in a day. So this is a pretty color, and that was the mulberry. Yeah, mulberry. I love that color. That's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful color. So far, I think he's turning out pretty handsomely. But I'm thinking that I'm seeing two clowns here. A dog face clown and a Mexican face clown. Like, you know, like those, when you see those cartoons. Now, I'm not trying to offend any Mexicans here, but you know those cartoons. I don't remember what it's called. Where it says a little dude with a hat, and he's always shooting up in the air and really angry. That was the cartoon I was thinking about. It's sort of a caricature thing. So please don't get offended. Because I don't mean anything offensive about it. I'm thinking about that. He has like orange hair and an orange mustache, the one I'm thinking about in the cartoon. And he's got a temper, like a violent temper. He will shoot up in the air and get like really, like, you know, like small dogs that bark really loud. That kind of thing. This is gonna be pretty. I love this color. Red beard, yeah. This little one, and I'm seeing like, you know, like this is his eyes and his nose, and this is his little body and his arms or something, and his feet here, and then his head would be up here, and then he's got that duck clown sitting on top of him, and yeah, that's sort of how I'm seeing this picture right now. That's developing, and I think it might also have something to do with the oranges and yellows. So far, it might be influencing my vision, but it's pretty funky, like funny thought that I'm having when I'm looking at it, because I see that as his eyes in there. Like, I'm just gonna put a little bit of this. It will go away on the gold anyways. It's metallic, so if I have to do something on top of that, it will have to be with a fine liner or something more. Yeah, red beard. Yosemite Sam. I just see him so clearly, like, you know, but it might be just my mind playing tricks on me. It's just, I see him down there, that little dude. I see his eyes there and his nose and his little body here, and he's just about to like jump up and down. So that's a funny thing with the Weirdies. You can sit and imagine funny stuff about them. Make up little stories in your head, who they are and what's up with them, and yeah. I do that a lot. Also when I'm drawing them, I'm like thinking about stuff like that. Makes it more fun. Make my own little story about them. But they're actually they're at a carnival. And they didn't really want to do it, but they needed the money because they ran out of beer. So they're both really annoyed with their costumes. Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole story to these two. Ah. So now it's gonna be interesting. So this is the one that says purple. We're gonna see what that's like. And I haven't seen any of them being like running out of color yet, so that is lucky so far. So far I've been very lucky about them. Oh, this is a beautiful color too. I love these colors. And I didn't have time to draw today, so I'm having withdrawal. I really feel best if I just draw a little bit every day. Don't have to draw a lot, but just a little bit. And in December, I haven't drawn that much compared to what I usually get fitted in. Also because I've been more busy with the cooking a lot. And in the final standing of the cooking competition that I'm in, I got an 8th place. So that was not bad in the final after 17 rounds that I have the 8th place. And then soon the new rounds will start, and then we'll see which place I'll make it to next year, and that will be full all the weeks of the whole year. So this time, you know, it started late, so it was 17 weeks. So I'm looking forward to see how it will be if I do a whole year where I do the challenge every week. If we'll see. Also depends how the new rules are going to be, because they're going to switch it up a bit. So I'll have to see if I can agree with it and go for it. I do like that cooking challenge. I do like getting a product thrown at me and having to elevate it and work with it, and especially because it's everyday normal products that are cheap to get so far. And I like that because it is possible, you know, you don't have to spend a fortune because it's usually, you know, some ingredient that is in the season, and usually it's something that you might have lying around already, you know, like a potato or onion, or, you know, just very nice basic products that are good to work out from. And but you know, it also has to be something that's available all over the world. It can, you know, because it's a global competition. It's not like just for some particular place. So I think here I'm gonna go with continuing this one down here. This is pretty. And here we're going upwards. And now we're on the shoes again. Those big clowny shoes. Yeah, I like those. And then we're on to the next one. This is the one that says violet. So we're gonna see what that one is like. Hi, Carol. Yeah, I also love purple, and I really wish that I'm always missing lots of purples in sets. I'm always like thinking, oh, there should be this, like a lot of different purples, because I love purples. So yeah, but this was a pretty nice purple. Now we're gonna try this one out. And, It's going good. It's gonna be a neat weirdo. This does not look purple at all. Violet. It looks more blue to me. Let's see what it looks like when it dries up. But to me, this one definitely looks way more blue than it looks violet. That is a bit of a disappointment, wasn't it? It also seems a little bit dry. So this one is not gonna be on my hit list of, well, you know, it's a nice blue. It is a purpley blue. Yeah, well, maybe it is purple. Maybe it just doesn't seem as purple next to this one. I think it's a little bit dry. Let's hope I can make the lines I need to make with it. I might have to replace it. I don't have doubles, so let's see. I'll just try to see. I don't think it will make it very long. It does feel like it's used up. A little bit used up. I can always try the chisel on the other side. That can hold a lot of extra. That's going to be harder on the smaller areas. But let's hope it can at least go for this round, because then I can find another one for the next round if I need it again. Because it is, I'll do like smaller with it, so that not do too large strokes. Smaller strokes will make it last a little bit longer. Let me see in the other end if it's a little bit less dry there. See if I can sort of get a little bit more out of the chisel. Yeah. The chisel is not dry. It's just a little bit harder to get into the fine corners, but I can work it. I can work with it. As long as we get it on, then it will be fine. But this is probably one of those that I will have to say goodbye to. And this is going here. Yeah, I can work it. And here. So it also worked nicely here. Got it into the small part by just turning the chisel the other way around, so I just get the fine tip here. Yeah, you can work around the chisel, so that's okay. And here I think it will be fine. So that's a trick you can do if you can feel that the felt tip is running out. You can switch to the chisel, because it'll probably be retaining some ink and not be totally dried up. So you have a little spare there. Now I'm gonna have to go again with the felt tip for these small parts, but I think it will do it. Yes, it will. Yeah. We got it. It's safe. It's safe. And then we'll just hope that it will be ready for another round. But I think there will not be a round where it's such huge areas. So I think it will manage to stay alive for this drawing, for this coloring, the coloring of this drawing. So yeah, it wasn't as well. It actually, when it dries up, it becomes more purple, I think now. Now we're gonna go for the first blue, and that's a midnight blue that we're trying out. You love violet. That's great. I love magentas, pink, violet, reds. I really like reds too. But magenta is always my all-time. That color there, I love that color. And just put it a little bit closer. Can you see it? That one right next to the purple. It's really nice. So this is the blue, our midnight blue. It's very dark blue. But let's see how that dries up. So now we're already on the 3rd day of Color Weirdie a Day. We have got a lot of days in front of us and a lot of Weirdies. It's a good thing I drew all those Weirdies. I mean, I think it's going to be fun, and I think, you know, with time, because I can see that more and more people are downloading, so more and more people will be joining us and we'll be seeing more, I think. I mean, we're only on the 3rd day, so so I think we will be seeing lots of Weirdies around this year. I hope so. Lots of funny, funky, all kinds of colors Weirdies to have fun and laugh at. So hopefully it will be the year of the Weirdies. I mean, it's a fun thing. I mean, it's not like everybody has to do a Weirdie every day or join the challenge every day. You can just, you know, do the Weirdies that you like. And of course, if you like to try to host, then you can, you know, contact me and we can set up a date. But to host, you have to be able to do the live video and preferably also speak English so that people can understand what you say, because the main part do speak English. So, but you don't have to be like very communicative. But you know, if you're a colorist and you want to go for it and host with coloring like your style, then you are more than welcome to contact me and we will set it up for a day where it's comfortable and fits with you and you have time for it. And the same goes for artists. If you're an artist, you are more than welcome. And if you're a coloring book artist, you are also welcome to, after coloring the Weirdie, introduce one of your books, only one per colored Weirdie, because otherwise, you know, it might be marathons. So, you know, if you have more books, you just get down for hosting more Color Weirdie a Day shows, and then you can sort of, you know, do some shameless self-promotion as well. I mean, you know, it would be cool for us to get to know even more artists that do their thing. And you don't have to be a global Doodle Gems artist to do that. It doesn't matter if you know, you can be any indie artist, or have, all you need to have do is that, you know, you wanna host. You can do a live video. That's the requirements, and that you can actually communicate in English. So, and then you just talk with me and we find a day that fits you, and we get you planned in to host the show and color in your styles. For instance, if you might have special tricks or stuff that you know how to do and you want to show off to others and share, and or you just want to have fun with it. So that's sort of like an open call for enrollments. And if you know somebody that sounds like it might be fun for them to do that, let them know, just that they can contact me and we'll find a date and they can host one of the days, because for sure, you know, I can't host. I will try to host every day, but if there's somebody coming in, it could be a nice day where I don't host and I can do something else. It's a cobalt blue, but I'll probably be there and comment and take part in some way anyways. And so, but let me know if you feel like it, or if you know somebody who might feel like it, then we'll set it up. I'm gonna be making a nice plan so people can get in on some dates. I already have a few that would like to get in, so we'll see how it goes and what happens. This is getting neat. So this one was called Cobalt Blue. I like this blue actually. Don't know if I think it's cobalt. But it's getting like a very nice flow in the drawing. And they have a nice finish. Also these, they don't streak or make, you know, they look lovely once they put down and dry up. And There's no streaking, they're very complete. Lovely. Yeah, it's going to be a happy one, I think. It's full of happy colors, and we need to fill our lives with happy colors and weirdies and stuff that makes us smile, you know, that makes days brighter, and the brighter they are and the more you feel good in the mood, you know, the happiness spreads and good feelings, good vibrations spread. I also want to say, you know, I didn't get a lot of quotes on these positive quotes where I'm making those pages. I'll have to do something on those to show you guys again, get you going on coming with your own positive or encouraging quote that I can put on one of my patterns, and we can put it out for free that people can have fun with, and spread around a little bit of love. You never know when your positive quote might hit somebody that just needed it in that moment. So yeah, this is lovely. So now I'm thinking that it's going to be this one. I think that the background of these round ones I'm going to make black, because that suits me right now. Make that one here, and we got this one, and we got that one. It's neat. And those big shoes. I think I also have this one that I colored a long time ago when I just made the drawings. I'll try to find it and hit it up as well. And I wanted a sip of my Coca-Cola. It's over here, so just 1 second. I needed a sip of cola. Oh, that was nice. I love Coca-Cola. Well, it's not Coca-Cola, it's a cheap one. But it still tastes good. Doesn't matter. And my hair is still all over the place. Soon I'll have to take my hair thingy and put it up on my head so that I don't have it everywhere. And this was the Arctic blue that I wanted to see. Oh, that looks nice. Arctic blue. I just like the sound of it, Arctic blue. It's a nice blue. See what it looks like when it dries up. So yeah, this is gonna be a happy one. And I can tell you tomorrow's Weirdie is funny as well. It's a funky one. But I'm so looking forward to Friday Weirdie. That's one of my favorites. It's a little choppy one, and I love it. It is a really funky little choppy one that I always like a lot also. Like all the weirdos, but this one is one of my favorite weirdos. So that's gonna be fun. I took them, you know, I'm taking them in the order that they're in the books. So that's the order that we are coloring them in, the exact order of the books. It was actually quite some work to work that out because I didn't have them numbered in that order as they appear in the books. So it was a little bit of a mess in my files that I had to fix to get them in the right sequence, but I got it. And I have the first 4 months fully prepared. So I think, you know, in a couple of days when I have time for it, I'll prepare a couple of more months. So, you know, I like to have things prepared before so that I'm not like in the last minute preparing. It's enough that I do that with the colors itself because I don't can make a decision before I before I'm actually sitting there. I don't really know what I feel like coloring with before I am actually sitting and getting ready to color. So that's something where you will have to bear with me, that I might be a little bit indecisive of which medium I'm gonna use. But then, you know, then it's also gonna be a surprise every time what I use. It's not gonna be like that you're gonna know exactly what I'm gonna use, because I don't know myself. So the only given here is that we know which drawing we will be coloring, which Weirdie we will be coloring. But we do not know what Crazy Maria decides in the last seconds before she starts coloring. I mean, I can easily switch it up because I just, you know, feel like something else with the markers or pencils or something like that. Yeah, I love that sound too. Hi, Rose. Nice to see you. I'm fine. How are you? Oh, a holiday lunch. That's so lovely. Oh, that's lovely. I hope you had a lovely lunch. Mm. I had a late dinner just before because Victoria had dinner before we went to the bath. But since she doesn't eat the salmon thing, I told my dad that he would have to wait till after the bath and after Victoria got to bed, then I would make the salmon for me and him. So that was actually, I was just eating just before I got on here, my dinner. So that was pretty late for me here because I don't care. I like to eat late because I lived in Spain for a lot of years. I love this color, pastel green. It's a lovely color. Yeah, so that was really lovely with the salmon just before I got on. That's why I needed the Coca-Cola, the cola thing. I do have my normal glass of wine, but I don't have a taste for it right now because I just ate. I don't really like drinking wine. Yeah, sometimes I can drink wine with food, you know, if I'm in company or out in a restaurant. But with food, I sort of prefer to drink cola or water, usually. I think it's a question of what you're used to. But I'm actually still thirsty. So I might have to go and take some water in the kitchen because I'm pretty thirsty. This is a lovely color. This is also a lovely color to use with peacocks. This pastel green. I feel like more like this is actually mint green. But you know, I like the color. So that's the most important thing about that. So we're going to go down here with this. And then we got this going. This is lovely. So far, all the colors I think are really lovely and they play well together. That was also why I wanted to like do something else in the chameleons today. I wanted to do some colors where I thought I'd be able to pick them up so that they played more closely to each other, and I think they do. Not that I don't like the chameleons, I do, but I just wanted to, you know, now I've been doing them for 2 days, so I need to do something else. I hate to do the same all the time, you know, work with the same stuff, or, you know, sometimes you need to switch it up a bit. So, yeah. And the little squares and the shoes are coming along as well. And yeah, if you don't have it, go check out my book of spheres. I made a video also where you can see all the spheres. And there's an awesome colored video that Johanna put up with her and her team and made. And I made an album with all the colors from the challenge for the color. So there's a lot to look at. And I'll try to see if I sometimes can make a little coloring video with it, but I'm not gonna, you know, promise too much because now, you know, it's gonna be easier for me to do something in the day So then you guys who are here in the night, you might have to watch the rerun. But I'm also going to be doing some drawing of the little twisters, the positivity twisters. So what's this one called? Soft green. Yeah, it is a soft green, but it fits really well with that green we had before. Really nice, nicely. And that's pretty good hit by me because it's been a long time since I used them, so I don't really have them in my head. I was just more like choosing outside from the names and from the colors out on the outside of the packs, which you can never really rely on. That's why you need my color companion to sort of, or any template to test colors on, to sort of make your own swatches that you can sort of rely on. It's a good thing to have. I always do that. I always enjoy doing it. This is neat. Hi, Billy D. Nice to see you. Oh, Mexican food. Ah, that's so lovely. I'm so glad you had a great time, Rose. That is really nice, especially when you haven't seen each other for a long time. It's so nice to catch up and talk and then also eat something nice. That's lovely. It's really lovely. So I'm happy to hear that. So this is going really well. Yes, I'm digging the colors. The colors are really getting prettier and prettier. And I think the combination all together when you see them is pretty nice. Some places it will finish earlier than others, but that I never worry about that. You know, it will hit each other in a nice way in the end. So let's see where it goes. It's looking good so far. So far, it's looking very good. And these shoes are looking funky. Funky clown shoes. Yeah. And now we are on to a darker. I'm hoping that this is this is a turquoise, yes. So let's see how that shapes up. And these we're almost done up here. There's not a lot left, but we got a lot left down here, so we'll still have a lot of work left for us. We have our work cut out. But I think it's gonna be lovely. This is a lovely color. Really beautiful, deep color, rich. Would be lovely for peacocks also. I remember to sometimes try to scroll in case there's a lot of comments. So comments are a good thing because then I have something to keep talking with you guys about, because sometimes if I'm coloring, I'm sort of emptying my mind and then all of a sudden I don't know what to say. Definitely this is lovely. This is going like around here. That's pretty nice. Really lovely sequence. So I'm wondering if this color Weirdie Day is gonna empty out my marker collection totally. I'll be using all the ink in all the markers. In the end, I can't be selective anymore with which ones I pick. I'll just have to pick the ones with ink left in them, because 365, that's going to be a lot. So I will have to start with some colored pencils as well. I do have a lot of colored pencils. I think also I want to print some on this paper and some on watercolor paper, so that I can try some watercolor pencils. And I also want to try some pastels. I don't know how much they're suited for these, but you know, we'll try it out and see how it fits and how it works. So we got that going. And then we got this one going. And this one going. And here we got this one. This is such a pretty color. I'm really loving this color. And I think here we're gonna let it go up there and then spread down here. Because otherwise we're gonna have some issues, I think. So that's the way that one is gonna run through now. So we got a plan for that area there. This is really a nice color. I'm loving this one. So let's see what's it gonna be. What's it gonna be? Now we're into the greens. And this one is emerald. I'm looking forward to see what that emerald is gonna be like. So we're gonna be. This is also a lovely one. I like that. Lovely color. Very nice, deep green in a lovely way. Not a boring green. Yeah, so I'm coloring with Letraset Pro markers. Right now, they are called Winsor Newton Pro markers, I think. And they also made some that are water-based. I really want to try them at some point. Just to see how much they bleed through. I always find that pretty interesting to see the bleed through. Because alcohol markers bleed through a lot, but the water markers I've tried so far, they don't. So that could be an idea for those of you who are struggling with the Johanna Bashfords printed on both sides. If you want to use water markers, I think you can use the Sig Clean Brush from Kurtage or the Faber-Castell Artist Pit pencils. They don't bleed through, so they could be safe to use on her books. It's developing really nicely, I think. It's going to be a very rounded one. And as you may notice, I'm coloring on a bigger piece of paper. So if you know me, you already heard it 100 times that I do print on A3. First of all, to make it more visible in the video, and second of all, because I really like to color on that size. I think it's a good size. It agrees with me. So I like that a lot. So I'm just thinking about something here. I think I'm going to put gold in the middle there. And then I think I'm going to put gold there. But that will be when we start with a new sequence. And we can through them all. I'll put that gold in there. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. And I think actually I'm gonna keep this white up here because it might just be a hint of his eyes. So I'm gonna keep that white just to sort of have an emphasis that this may be like the view of the part of his eyes. And then I'm just gonna take the gold and put in there. And then we're gonna continue with the next green. I'm gonna put that in here. Gold. I'm gonna put it here and here. So and the next green was called forest green. So now we are not going up here because we finished up there, so we're continuing down here. Forest green. Also very lovely shade of green. Beautiful color. So oh no. Ah, that's great to hear that she will heal. Oh, that's good. I'm relieved for you. That's really nice to hear, Tine. That's really good. That's awesome. I'm thinking what to do in between here. I'm not sure. Thinking. We'll get there when we get there, but I'm thinking about it now. I might want to backtrack here, just before I go on. I think I'm going to take that green and I'm going to go here. Just to get started on that area. I think that might be good. So yeah, that works for me. Hope it works for you too. So I'm gonna take my hair thingy because now my hair is driving me bonkers. So I'm just gonna take that hair away from my face so that I can sort of focus without having hair all over the place. It is a bit more dry now. So I can put it on my head and then I'm not sweating in my neck and I won't have hair all over. So that will help me a bit to keep my focus without being distracted by my own hair. We can't have that. So yeah, this is gonna be good. So I'm no longer, that was a relief to get it away. Maybe I should be short-haired. I mean, I always have it on the top of my head anyways. But so we get it here. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I think it's going very well with this one. I'm really happy with the colors and how it's turning out. I like when it's colorful. I mean, I'm good when it's colorful. I'm good at that. But I also really love seeing those that are more, you know, like that have colored it really differently with me, with different shades of the same color, or just two colors. I mean, it's awesome to see, you know, how different they can turn out and how pretty they all are. Then we are on the light green. This was the lime green. which is usually one of my favorite greens. I love lime green. And this is a beautiful one. Yeah, I love that. We got it going on. I'm thinking a bit about making gold in between here, you know? I'm thinking a bit about it. Because I think that might be pretty neat. You know, just to continue that gold in going around there. I might switch it up a bit. Oops. I'm also thinking instead of black, maybe make gold here. You know, just to carry that through, because we started with that in the middle. So that might be nice to have running through as a bigger concept. So I'm thinking about that. It's shaping up nicely. And I can't, yeah, third day. My God, what am I going to talk about when we get 10 days in? Hopefully something new will happen every day so that I'll have something funny to talk about. Or at least something that's half interesting. Don't know how interesting what I talk about is, but anyways, you know, maybe we should start to like have a topic of the day. Could be fun with the topic, you know. That could be easy to sort of make a topic and say that's the topic of the day. Hey, 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 that's the topic of the day. Hey, hey, hey. You could sort of say the topic of the day is your favorite, absolute all-time favorite songs. And then, you know, we could come up with a line from the song or something. And guess it. I got the magic stick. I know if I can hit once, I can hit twice. I'll show you magic. I like that one. Anybody knows who is the singer of that one? Who made that song? Who made that song? I mean, I don't know if everybody knows that. I think everybody knows. It's a popular one. So this might be an easy guess. So anybody in for guessing? I'll show you magic, magic. I got the magic stick. I know if I can hit once, I can hit twice. I'll show you magic. Hi, Danny. Nice to see you. And wonderful of you to join. I saw yours. Yours was colored pretty awesomely. I will be putting it in the album. So it's good to see you. We are coloring here. I'm imagining that this is like two clowns. The one is like Redbeard, I think he was called, or Yosemite. There's a little dude down here with the big feet. And on top of him, his colleague is dressed up like a clown with a dog face. They're both clowns, and they are appearing at a fair. They don't really want to be appearing because they're sick of being clowns. But they ran out of beers and decided that if they were going to get drunk, they'd need to appear. So they're just appearing for the money so that they can go get wasted. So none of them look really happy, you know. They're wearing happy colors and everything, but they're just nasty clowns who wants to make a quick buck and go get some beers. So yeah, that's sort of my story on these two. You'll Be in My Heart by Phil Collins. That's a lovely song, eh? Nobody guessed on my song. Who's the singer? Who's the singer? Thank you, Heather. I think it's looking funny. I mean, I'm loving the colors. I'm really loving the colors, so it make me happy. Happy colors. We all need happy colors in our lives. Makes life much more special to have happy colors around. The boring gray of everyday life, we don't need that so much. We need happy colors to make us cheerful and bright. And we need weirdies to make us laugh. So we need everything in little portions. So yeah. I'll show you magic, magic. So, orange it is. Hello, Julie. Lovely to see you. You can all just call me Maria. It's much easier. It's easy to call me Maria. When I lived in Spain, nobody could say Anne-Marie or Marie, so everybody just called me Maria. Maria, Maria, Maria. So I'm used to that. In some places in Spain, like the neighbor, we had just across from the bar where I worked, there was a gay bar. It was sort of like a diva bar, where there was like drag shows with the singing and dressed up and really lovely. And every time I would walk into that place, you know, or sometimes I'd just come by and say hello or whatever, you know. And they would always like switch the music immediately, and that song by Blondie, Maria, would go on. Maria. My God, I've heard that hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times in Spain. Not only that place, but other places too. They would put up on that song when I got in. It was really kind of funny. Did you guess it? Yeah, well, no. The one I was singing, like, I got the magic stick. I know if I can hit once, I can hit twice. I'll show you magic. That's who sung that one. Might be difficult to guess. For me, it's an easy one. That's probably because it's a song I like, and I've heard a lot of times. So it might only be an easy song for me. But I can't sing, so that might be the problem. It might not have nothing to do with the song. It might have something to do with the fact that I can't sing. So, yeah, we are into it. We're in it. We're in it to win it. And that was the mandarin again. I have to remember that I have to make the lunchbox for tomorrow. I always make it as late as possible. I always hated lunchboxes when I was a kid. I hate them still. I really would love that there was food on the school so that they could eat like warm food for lunch. I just hate lunchbox food. It's just so uninteresting when it's been in that lunchbox. And but since my daughter's very picky, it's very limited what goes on her lunchbox. It's a bread with a one specific cheese, and most of the time she won't even eat the cheese. She'll take it off. throw it out. And then she gets like 2 fruits and a yogurt to drink, and that's it. It's totally boring. Boring, boring, boring. I hate that. So yeah, it was much more fun when she was in the kindergarten, and in the one before the kindergarten, there they got like ecological homemade food every day, and I was so happy because she'd eat a lot of different things there. But now in school, it's just these stupid lunch boxes, and since she's not very, you know, she doesn't want to experiment with anything. So if I give her something interesting, she will not eat. And that's not the idea, you know. She needs to eat. It's a long days. So the best I can do is just... So what should I do here? Go with the gold in between? I think I'm going to go with the gold in between. I'll have to do that. So I'm going to start this one here. And then we're going to do this one. I think I'm going to put that gold on once I'm done with this, so that I have it sectioned in, so I know where the idea is. And then we have the last one down here on the toe, tippity toe. So this is pretty awesome. So we're going to go and put a little bit of gold in. It's going to be golden. So yeah, I think that would be nice. Now that we are going with gold, I have to be a bit careful because it will color over the black, because this is metallic. It's a very lovely gold. I like it. It lays down perfectly. So yeah, now I know that the metallics are pretty awesome here. Very good to work with, because that can be hard to find nice metallics. Also have some metallics. I don't remember what they're called. We'll have to try, but they're not markers, pencils. I remember that the gold in the Holbein set was like awesome. Really nice. The whole Holbein set is like a dream. It was like a dream when I got it. It was a friend of me that bought them as a present for me. And when I got that box, I got the Holbeins and the Bitsy ones. Oh my God. It was just like, almost couldn't breathe. It's really lovely. So, this is really lovely. Yeah, I think that goes well because it sort of carries the gold out just a little bit so that we have it continued, that theme. So yeah, that's pretty. I don't think it will scan very well, the gold. We'll have to see, because metallics and neons, they don't really scan well. So we'll have to see. Glitter pens don't scan well either. They look pretty on the drawing, but on scans they just become dull. So we'll have to see how this one pans out. Yeah. I'm making an effort. I'm having my tongue straight in my mouth so that I'm not going to make a mistake, I hope. Sometimes when you say that, I'm not gonna make a mistake. I'm making, making sure that I don't make a mistake. That's when you make the mistake. It can be a bad omen to say that. Oh, I really need, what I really need to do? I need to sit down and watch a horror movie while I draw. A really good horror movie. I like horror movies sometimes. A good one. One where they actually talk so I can sort of follow what happens while I'm drawing. So I don't have to look up all the time. I don't seem to really know anybody who shares my love of horror movies. It's funny. So, yeah, we got our gold in. We are golden and good to go. So, a sip of wine. And we are continuing with our coloring. It is progressing very nicely, though. It's gonna be a wild Christmas. So now I'm beginning with the Christmas songs. I mean, I could have done that at Christmas, but of course it's gonna be after Christmas. Because now they're on my brain. I had that song Last Christmas on my brain constantly because my daughter had it in English class at school. And she kept singing it, but she didn't really have down the words right, so it was kind of funny. And I tried to play it with her a few times, found it on YouTube, we watched the movie and the video clip, music clip, and sang it out together, and she was enjoying it so much. And she would sing it anywhere, the bus, the metro, walking on the street, and everybody would you could see they were like, oh no, now I'm gonna get that on my brain today because the little girl is singing it. I think that's sort of like an all-time Christmas favorite. Yeah, that's cool. Your husband sounds really cool, Tina. He sounds like a cool person. It's also fun, I think. You have to have fun with it. I am also the kind of person who will put on Christmas music in the summer. And then I won't put it on at Christmas. So, yeah. We all have to do, sometimes a little bit opposite can be relieving, Not to do everything the same way. This is going very well. Just having fun. And yeah, of course, when I'm done, when we're finished here, I'll be putting up new banner for tomorrow, and I will be putting number 5 on the K-hip. So you can grab that one in good time. Number 4 is already there, the one for tomorrow, so be sure to grab it. And be sure to grab the 5 too, because that's the one for Friday, and that's one of my favorite Weirdies. It's a choppy little dude. You will love him. I hope. But some of you might already have the book or have the PDF with it, and so you already have them. So I'm gonna do that one there. And then this one carries out here. It's really lovely. I think it's progressing really nicely. It's going to be a little bit longer than yesterday, but that was probably also because it took me so long to sort out my colors. Sometimes it's fun, yeah, not always. So, yeah, I'll have to go to Fyn. I have one more friend who lives. You don't live in Fyn, you live in Jutland, no, Tina? I have a friend also that lives in Fyn. I have to go there. Maybe, because every year I'm dreaming about doing a Europe trip with Victoria to visit the artist in Holland and in France. But maybe I should just start to do a Danish trip. That might be more doable than going outside of the borders. And maybe try to do like a trip to Fyn and to Jutland, and we could try to do some color get together. That could be fun to do a live Weirdie night, because it seems that there are more colorists both in Fyn and in Jutland that are interested in doing some color get together. So that could be fun. Then I could visit Tine, and I could visit Charlotte in Fyn and Tine in Herning, I think, yeah. And then we could like arrange some color meetup and do the color Weirdie night, a live night with color Weirdie. That could be cool, like a party. That would be cool. Now I'm thinking about that. That could be really awesome. And then send live from the event. Yeah. I have this little cam that I can put on my head. It's the one that I'm using to film with. It's sort of a copy of a GoPro. So I could do that and film everybody. Rana's cool. Then, you know, that could be so much fun to do the color night, color Weirdie live from an event like that. That could be so cool. And I mean, it's not so difficult to find a venue. The libraries usually are willing to put up room for it. But my library here in Copenhagen is. There's just no real colorist in Copenhagen who wants to participate. So that's why I haven't done one, because I would love to do one, and I have my libraries right downstairs from me, so it would be easy for me to set up. I think I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go there. There's a Happy Colors. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. Yeah. It could be really awesome, and then, you know, like maybe do it in the summer when. Of course, it has to be a time when there's people also. I do mean a lot of people go on summer vacation, so that might not be the best time to set it up. But it would definitely be doable, because we could do it like that. I go with a train to Fyn first, or yeah, and then, you know, I probably have to stay over one day or something with Victoria, because she would be coming with me, and then take a day in the Fyn and a day in Randers, and then go back. That could be pretty cool, I think. Could be a cool trip. Could be sort of like a weekend trip that we do the color event on maybe on a Friday or on a Saturday in the one place, and on a Sunday on the other place. Could be doable. Let's see, this was the one. No, this was the Midnight Blue. So that one has a lot of color in it. I know. I remember the Midnight Blue. Then I would have like an evening where, you know, I wouldn't be able to smoke while coloring, because most places, public places, you're not allowed to smoke. So that would be like, I would have to take like huge breaks and go outside and stuff. Unless that I already stopped smoking and only smoke the e-cigarettes at that point. I would probably be better, then I won't be itchy. So yeah. I will have to ask in the Danish groups if anybody's interested in an event like that. Could be fun. I could bring some books along and everything, and it could be fun. Yeah, definitely. It would be a dream to do something like that. A Scrooge. Sounds like my dad, Rose. I think he hates all high seasons, not even just the Christmas, but also New Year's and the birthdays and everything. Everything is sort of like annoying to him. Oh, this is gonna be lovely. Shaping up. Better shape up. Cause I need a man. And now, because I'm finished with all the videos, then I can sort of put this one on through pretty quickly so that we can get the speed version up of it. And of course, when I do put the speed version up, feel free to share it. Then if people see it, they might want to get in on our fun with the Weirdies and come color Weirdies with us. The more the merrier. Sorry. It is shaping up very nicely. I think it's going to be a lovely Weirdie. So, and here I think we're gonna start here. And this one is gonna go there, and there. So right now we have small spaces left, so it's gonna be very quick. So soon it will be finished. Yeah. He's okay with his own birthday, that's funny. I always love when there's an excuse to have a small celebration or party, you know. But it's more for the food, because I like cooking. So it's more for the food. I mean, Christmas is a big thing for my daughter because, you know, for kids, that's like where they get little stars in their eyes and stuff. So I think they're lovely, lovely times. So this is moving pretty fast. But I think maybe men are just different about some things than women are. Some men are definitely more fun than others, that's for sure. I remember Victoria's dad, he would always be like, he would be a mess when it was these high seasons, because, you know, I'd invite people home for dinner or something, and he would be like running around like a wild housewife with his hair a mess and everything, because we can't have guests coming over if the house is not totally clean. And he'd be running around cleaning and be like totally stressing about how lovely it should look when the people come over. Nobody notices that once the food is on the table, you know, they're just gonna be eating and they're not gonna look at if there's a little dust in the corner. And he would be acting all like, you know, wifey. But it's kind of funny because I would only stress about, you know, the food, if there was enough and stuff like that, and he'd be stressing over if it was clean or not. And I'm like, I don't care if it's clean. You know, it'll, you know, it's, you know, I tried to tell him once, you know, it's better to clean after the guests have gone, because if you spend all this time before they come, it's gonna get messy with all the people here, and then you'll have to do it again afterwards. So you can save one cleaning by just doing it afterwards. But no way, everything had to look like crisp and perfect. And then in the end, I would be the one who looked like a mess because I was in the kitchen, so I never get around to changing the clothes and you know, getting in my dress and getting the perfect makeup and all that. So, you're not slow. I'm not really fast. I don't. Maybe I'm a little bit fast. I'm sort of. I think I'm probably medium because I know some that are really, really fast. Danny can color really fast and pretty, and Johanna as well. Whoa, it goes like tuk, 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 tuk. And they just get amazing results, and I just can't. I don't know. I just can't. But Danny D-Force and Johanna Ants, they're like machines when they start coloring. It's like crazy. I think they just know their colors so well and know exactly what they want to do, and it just goes like lightning. And it's nice with these little areas where all the colors sort of come in sequence. So I think that we're getting a very lovely result. So here we go, yellow, 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 and a little bit darker yellow. So that one is going to continue here, and this one is going to be the last one on there. Last one on there, and continue in here. So now we're gonna orange it. We're on the last little stretch here, and then we got another Weirdie done. We're going into the red rouge. Only 2 little spots left. Exactly, not the house. Exactly, that's what I always say. Yeah, exactly. If they don't like it, they can just stay away the next time. So yeah, that's the way I feel. I mean, I might tidy up a little bit, you know. It's not like that I'm totally oblivious, but you know, it's not my main priority. My main priority is that there's gonna be some good food and we're gonna sit down and have a great time. The rest I don't really think that much about. Besides, it's not like, you know, it's not like an exam in houseliness. So it's done. Look. It's done, it's finished. And I still love you. This is fun. So yeah, I'm done with today's Weirdie, the 3rd Weirdie of our brand new year. And that has been a blast. And I'm going to look forward to tomorrow. So I'm going to be seeing you guys tomorrow. Now when I'm done, it's going to be taking some time before this live video is rendered on Facebook, before I can make the quickie version, put it on YouTube, and make the speed up version. But I'll be changing the banner for tomorrow's, the 4th Weirdie of the year. And I will be putting up the 5th Weirdie on the pay hip at 0+. So you can leave a tip if you like what I do. And if you can't afford it, then don't leave a tip. So there is no reason to, you know, I want everybody to be able to be a part of it. So that's why I put them up for free. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Kisses and bye-bye. See you and have a nice evening.